Alright, what's going on, dudes? And welcome to the full 0.15.0 gameplay feature video. So I know we did a video yesterday, but that was just sort of a quick gameplay showing you all of the features. But today we're actually going to go through one by one all of the features that are added into Build 1. Now do note that in this version there aren't commands or anything like that, so just keep that in mind. That stuff will be added later on in the beta. So why don't we go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I have a chest full of items here, which is pretty awesome. So the first item I wanted to go over is the fire charges. Basically, all you gotta do to light something on fire is tap the ground with the fire charge, and as you can see, it sets something on fire. So I guess this is the creative alternative to flint and steel. You can only obtain this in creative mode. It is not obtainable in survival. And yes, when you do use it, it does take up one meg fire charge, so it will decrease as you continue to use them. So yeah, that's basically what the fire charge does. Now let's go ahead and move on to some of the new mobs that we are going to be having. So yeah, we have in this update, we have different types of horses. We have the donkey, which is a pretty cool type of horse. We also have a mule, we have a skeleton horse, and we have a zombie horse. So yeah, it's just a different variety of horse species that you can go ahead and tame and stuff. All of them you can tame using the same way, by riding them a couple times, seeing if they will tame you, and then if they do, then you can put on a saddle and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and move on to the two new hostile mobs in MCPE. So the first one is the Stray, which is pretty cool if we went into survival mode here in 1 second. So yeah, as you can see, when the Stray shot me, he did give me slowness for 30 seconds, and he also lit me on fire because he's still burning. But yeah, that's basically what he does. He shoots you, and then you get slowness. So yeah, pretty crazy indeed, I would say, and it just makes fighting them skeletons a little more difficult. So yeah, let's go ahead and also move on to the Husk. So as you can see, when the Husk hits you, he gives you hunger. So yeah, you might want to watch out when you get hit by one of these, because hunger basically drains all your hunger down super quickly, especially if you're running. So yeah, when you have hunger, it's recommended that you don't run, but as you can see, I'm running here because I made the accidental of not bringing a diamond sword. But yeah, as you can see, they also stay alive in the daytime, like they did on the PC version. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and also, yes, you can spawn normal horses as well. It just gives you these normal horses, which is pretty cool. And yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next feature. It's gonna be really hard for me to review these features when there is a husk that can give me hunger attacking me. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and try killing him real quickly. So yeah, you can see how much health he has by how many punches I took in order to kill that. So yeah, has a lot of health. Anyway, you can also put different types of horse armor once you've tamed a horse. So yeah, as you can see, I have a horse over here that has diamond armor. So if I go ahead and tap ride and open, as you can see, I have a little horse inventory. If we go ahead and remove the diamond armor, horse armor, and let's say put on this one, as you can see, the horse texture changes. You can also put on the iron one. This is what the iron one looks like, and this is what the leather one looks like. The diamond one protects the horse the most, so I would recommend that one. So yeah, that moves me to the next feature, which is the horse. So as you can see, down below the hunger bar, there is more hearts. Well, that's the hearts of your horse. So basically that shows you how much health your horse has, which is pretty awesome. So as you can see, if I go ahead and jump, it will use the blue bar at the bottom, and the orange bars show you like the jumping strength of how high they can jump. So I guess mine can only go like maybe 2 blocks if I did enough jumping speed. And then if you want to get off the horse, all you have to do is double tap shift button and you are out of the horse, which is pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next feature, which is name tags. Now you do need a anvil for the name tags, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself an anvil. Alright, so now that you have the anvil, when you place down the anvil, you go ahead and open it up, put the name tag in the first slot, and basically rename the name tag to what you want it to be. So let's say we want to name one of our horses, Superman. I don't know, because he's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, I have a new name tag, and it's now called Superman. Now, all you gotta do to rename one of them is, as you can see, there is a name button. Go ahead and tap that, and as you can see, he is named Superman. Now, if you're in creative, you can name multiple things Superman. So as you can see, that horse is now Superman, and if we go ahead and tap that, that's Superman, and he's Superman, everyone's Superman. That's basically what it is around here. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. But if you're in survival, it will use the name tag up, and you will have to create a new one. Now, do note name tags are only found in dungeons. You cannot find them anywhere else, and they do not have a crafting recipe. So let's go ahead and move on to the leads. So basically, the leads allow you to basically travel around with your mobs having no problem. So let's say I wanted to move this sheep somewhere. I can go ahead and tap Leash, and as you can see, he's now attached to me and is now following me wherever I go, which is pretty awesome. So if I went all the way over here, as you can see, he would follow me all the way here without wandering about. So yeah, this is the easiest way of transporting mobs from one place to another. So let's say I wanted to him to go into this pen over here. I would go ahead and do this, but then I would also need to grab a fence gate, which I will grab real quickly. So yeah, as you can see, I'll open up the fence gate, just sort of lead him in, and then close the fence gate, and as you can see, he's now in without no problems. So yeah, I now have a pet sheep, which is pretty cool. So yeah, you can tap Unleash, and the leash goes away. So let's go ahead and move on to Carrot on a Stick. So this is basically the new way of attracting pigs in MCPE. If we go ahead and spawn a pig over here, and grab the Carrot on a Stick, as you can see, the pig will become attached to me if I get close enough. So yeah, as you can see, he is now attracted to me because I am holding the Carrot on a Stick. As well as the donkey, apparently. The donkey is apparently attracted to the Carrot on a Stick as well, so that's pretty awesome. So we can do the same thing that we did with the sheep with the Carrot on a Stick. So let's go ahead and move on over here and lead the pig in. So yeah, he will want to follow me because I have the Carrot on a Stick, but then if I let go of the Carrot on the Stick, he will wander about. So yeah, I just got a sheep in and a pig in 2 different methods, which is pretty awesome. Now, as you can see here with the pigs, we can also ride them as well. So if I go ahead and spawn in another pig out in the open, go ahead and grab a saddle and put it in my inventory. If we go ahead and I think you have to tap the button that says saddle, which I didn't see before, which is right here. As you can see, he now has a saddle, mount, and as you can see, I am now riding a pig, which is pretty cool. Now, you can't actually control the pig, so you just kind of have to wander with the pig. So as you can see, I'm sort of tapping, I can't turn, so yeah, I'm not really controlling the pig, but it's just a cool way to, you know, see what mobs do, I guess, if you're interested in that. And then you can just tap the jump button in order to dismount, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's the riding pigs feature. Next up is the new different types of arrows. So the way this works is that you put the arrow you want. So let's say we want the arrow of night vision, but that won't really see whether or not we affected the mob. So let's grab a potion of slowness or an arrow of slowness, and then put the bow that we are going to get right next to it. So the key here is you have to put the bow directly next to it with nothing else. So let me go ahead and grab myself a bow if I can find it, right over here. So yeah, if we go ahead and shoot this creeper with a arrow of slowness, as you can see, he now has the particles. The particles mean that they have that effect, so now he is slowed. So now I can kill him easily because he can't get to me because he's super slow. And I was able to kill him and get his gunpowder. So yeah, that's basically all you gotta do is put the arrow next to the bow and you are good to go. So if I went ahead and put like a swiftness arrow over here, I'm just gonna show you that the swiftness arrow doesn't activate because it's too far away from the bow. So yeah, as you can see, when I go ahead and hit this cow, as you can see, he's a little bit slowed. Like that time was because he was running, but now if we go ahead and watch him move, he won't move that quickly. As you can see, he's moving like pretty slowly, I would say, and the swiftness potion would make him faster, so that would make sense. Now, if we go ahead and switch it over to the swiftness potion, as you can see, we hit him, and he died. Okay, let's try another mob. Let's try the mission cast. So yeah, go ahead and hit him. As you can see, now he's really, really fast because I enabled the swiftness potion, partly because he was moving, but he will also now be very fast when he moves around in the real world. But it only lasts for 11 seconds, so if you stand still, then you won't really get anything out of it. So yeah, that's just a little demo on the new types of arrows, which is pretty awesome. Now let's go ahead and move on to the final features, which is all about redstone. So as you can see, we have the piston and the sticky piston. You can't really tell that this is a sticky piston, but if I went ahead and break this wood block, as you can see, it has the slime, so that means it's a sticky piston. Now basically the difference between a piston and a sticky piston is that the piston takes the block, pushes it, and then doesn't take it back. But the sticky piston pushes the block, and if you push it back, it will come along with it. So let me show it to you. As you can see, the piston pushes out the block. If we go ahead and retract it, as you can see, the wood block stays there. But if we go ahead and use this sticky piston option, go ahead and push the wood and retract it, as you can see, the wood came back with it. So yeah, that's the difference between a piston and a sticky piston, which is super awesome. So now with pistons and sticky pistons, you are able to like create hidden rooms and stuff, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the observer. Now I can't really show you what the observer does unless I had a chunk update block that was from a block like long ago. But basically what it does is it will detect with the redstone signal. So if I went ahead and flick this, as you can see, there's clearly redstone signal going into it. So if they had like an update block right over here, it would try to see if that item was there, and if it was, it would transform it. I've never actually seen the process before, so I don't know if I'm able to show you it, but if I am able to, then that would be pretty cool. I'm actually gonna see if there is a way to do it, and yeah, I'll be right back. There's no real way I can actually show you the observer block working, because it basically detects changes from blocks around it, and I don't think there's been any changes to blocks since 0.14.3 to 0.15.0, so we'll have to wait for another time to show you what the observer does. But yeah, that's about it for now. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, a rating will be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for daily Minecraft Pocket Edition videos. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying playing the 0.15.0 beta, and I will see you all next time.